Forming continually. Whatever that means. Disgusting. All I have to say. And suddenly 2 blind ARL voices? Well, I mean. Are you complaining? What's even more fun is, in like a week, you could theoretically start watching this VOD and hear me commenting on you hearing 2 voices. I got up, gave myself I got up, stabbed my finger, gave myself an injection, and ate a sandwich and a peach. And now I'm back. So, I grabbed lunch. That's so meta, even this. What's even better is there's somebody who watches my VODs on YouTube. I don't know if he still does, but he was for a while, named Arch Plays Stuff. He moderates on my stream team's Discord, which is this Discord. And there was one time he woke up from sleeping while listening to one of my VODs, and he was listening to me talking to him about a week prior about how he just woke up. So he got to wake up, see my stream, talk to me, say hi, then sleep. Then about a week later, be listening to one of my VODs while sleeping, and then woke up to the sound of me telling him that he was just waking up. It's like multiple levels of meta. Anyway, we're kind of running into a problem right about now. And this problem is pretty simple. I should make that into a clay deposit. So we're done filling that in. We're running into a problem. I literally don't have enough hands to do these jobs. We need another 41 people to actually be able to do all the jobs that I'm telling them to do. It's just like the Bible. Open a VOD at the proper time and it applies to your situation. You can say that about a lot of things. You could say that about the Bible. You could say that about horoscopes. You could say that about therapists. I still think it's funny because like every couple of days, or maybe not quite every couple of days, but once every few weeks, I will tune into a stream at the perfect time where somebody is stating that nobody wants to watch VODs. And it's something that I couldn't disagree with more. It's like, to a degree, they're correct. Like, not everybody wants to watch VODs. But there's definitely an audience of people that love watching VODs. They don't care that it's half of a conversation. They don't care that you can't see the other half of the conversation. They just like watching VODs. Also, I realize you're being sarcastic, but also there's elements of truth to that sarcasm. Yeah, but Bob Ross doesn't talk to chat, so this is why I gotta put chat on screen so you guys can say hi, YouTube. There, say hi, YouTube. Go, go, go. Do it. Say hello to the people on YouTube. It's your time to shine, chat. My hand's hurting. This is a weird angle. YouTube doesn't even want to talk to you either, chat. There you go. Hello, my future. Hello, YouTube. Go away, YouTube. Hey, don't go away. We like you. Just don't listen to Stone. Now I got too much of this stuff. Got too much vegetables. I literally can't store them all up, supposedly. Bob Ross doesn't listen to your tips, and not many people tip me. Or currently, anyway. I listen. Even if she reads them in French sometimes. I'll put you there. Bob Ross does have a very strict no backseating policy. This is true. Bob Ross, classic example of an already famous person jumping on the Twitch bandwagon to make some bank while he's not at home filming his TV show. That was always my favorite joke about Bob Ross. Like, dude's passed away a long time ago, though. It's only gotten more true as time has gone on, though. Famous people jumping on the air quotes Twitch bandwagon. It's pretty telling in this game that they don't breed until you have childcare. Success begets success? Oh, absolutely. It's why some guys that who I listen to very frequently in podcasts can leave a pretty famous website and then go start a Patreon and then, like, overnight have 12,000 patrons, which is a ludicrous amount of money if you think on that when you realize that the average of them, on average they're getting $7 per patron. So, yeah, I mean, Bob Ross is still with us. You know, he's now just a staple of the community, just like T-Pain. I do love the fact that T-Pain has just become a streamer, though. I do actually just love that. T-Pain is very entertaining, too. Bob Ross? Or the Bob Ross estate, maybe? Or T-Pain. Interesting. So you're studying in university. I wonder what studying does.
Many people ask me.
That's actually a question if you want to answer, Chocobo, if you happen to know. In this game. I don't know what studying does mechanically. Ryan, what up? That was fun when we played Halo the other night. We should do that again. Well, that's interesting, Stone. Was that Nikita? Maybe. Yes, but what does having a high education level get you? I assume that, like, they have different levels of education and intelligence based on person to person, but what does actually having a high intelligence in this game do? Oh, so it works into this? Okay, gotcha. That's kind of what I figured. I figured it was part of the reason. I figured it just added to research and lowered crime, but... Which, by the way, I now have better farming. As I forgot to do this. All right. You're still trying to figure out how to make Game Pass check for game updates? Why? Are you trying to play Halo? Because you should just, like, restart your computer. That'll do it. Also, Rhinestone, I'd like to just inform you and let you know that you should keep an eye on the 2 new rooms that I've added to Discord, which is movies and documentaries and knowledge. So, you know, just watch those. With Hamilton? I mean, you can spam it with whatever you want, but if you spam it too much with anything, I'll probably end up timing it out eventually. Speaking of, they actually added that functionality to Discord recently. You can now time people out. Can I ask a question? So there's a discussion going on in the Halcyon Frequency Discord about whether or not NFTs should be in video games. Why are people so fucking obsessed with selling their games back? Or selling their digital games to other people? Does anybody have, like, a logical reason to want to do that? Because I genuinely don't understand. Like, I have a huge fucking library of games. Why would I ever want to sell any of them, even the bad ones? It's so strange to me. And also, like, NFTs are not like this weird technology that suddenly allows us to sell back digital goods. If companies wanted to do that, they could literally do that with a database. It's literally just, like, complicating the industry with extra steps. It makes no logical sense. Like, NFTs is a thing, I understand. Useful technology that has uses, but every single implementation I've seen for it has been absolutely fucking moronic. I don't get it. If games are pricey, yeah, games can be pricey, but, like, I don't get it. I do not get it. It's like, if we wanted to, if developers wanted to make a marketplace where we could sell shit back, they could do that with a database. You don't need NFTs to do that. NFTs don't suddenly make that possible. Developers need to make that possible. And the only reason, like, fucking Ubisoft is doing it right now is, as you stated, Cutest, speculation. They are speculating that the market is going to explode. I don't know. I'm flabbergasted and perplexed by, like, people arguing for it. It's literally like, if that's something that people wanted to do, If you're so obsessed with selling your games back to companies, just get Game Pass. Because then you can play a game and forget about it. It's like, I get it. Games can be expensive. If games are too expensive for you, just steal them. It's fine. You're not really hurting anybody. What have me here? This is Songs of Six, if that's what you're asking. As somebody who speculatively invests in crypto, you probably shouldn't invest in crypto. But also, it's probably better than me buying lottery tickets, so I buy that instead of lottery tickets. It's probably better. Not by much, but probably. But I don't know. That shit hurts my brain. Slightly better? I mean, I'm going to lose money either way, so I might as well lose money in something interesting. I don't think Nintendo is going to put NFTs in their games, but you know, I've been surprised before. There we go. We are finally catching up with the number of jobs. I mean, they support sport and culture here too, but there's other ways to support sport and culture directly. That it's like you're giving the middleman a lot of money. It's like the difference between donating to a charity and donating to a company that supports a charity. It's like the money gets there either way, but on one hand, you're giving a lot of money to a middleman. Lottery tickets are very much like that, at least here in Canada. It's like, yeah, they absolutely benefit specific things generally, but also you could benefit those things better by just giving them money. It's like you are giving the middleman a lot of money that is not necessary, that you don't need to give them. Looking for something specific that I, again, can't find. What the hell was the mines button? There it is. Oh, it's under work mines. Don't mind. Do I have to find like a stone deposit? I think it matters. Okay, so it does need a stone deposit. Oh, are you playing Jupiter Hell right now? That's funny. It needs to be on a stone deposit, whatever the fuck that means. Means maybe underground? I mean, this is a coal deposit. But yeah, whatever the hell that means. I'm probably just like on one of these, I would guess, right? Areas where there's a lot of rock just out and about. Not much. Alien Slayer, yourself? But I don't know. I'm debating on making figuring out how to make a stone deposit, or how to find a stone deposit and do that. It's taking too long. But I know why it's taking too long. It's because I literally don't have enough workers right now. Finally at the point where I'm like actually considering just buying slavers. But I can deactivate you again. Means now there's enough people to get shit done. Hopefully. Oh, I know. That's there. Oh, I know. I also haven't really looked particularly hard. Oh, hey. Do I need a slaver's place to own slaves? Like, if I just buy a bunch of slaves, do they just become citizens, or do I need to actually, like, have a slaver's outpost? Because I actually have no idea how this shit works. You don't need that? They just become second-class citizens? Okay, neat. Noted. Game is so zen. It's like sitting in a hot tub. It's just very cozy. I wonder if they ever finished building that storage unit that I was building. Almost. This thing. This is legit just going to be for grain and this, and then we're gonna make a bunch of bakeries right here. You. You. And then bread. The fuck bread is. It's in alphabetical order? What kind of order is this even in? No. When you settle around Wind, it says what materials are there. So you can intentionally settle somewhere that's very limited in materials and have to specialize heavily if you want to. That's why. Also, I've seen, like, deposits spawn underwater before, so I guess you'd have to, like, fill in the rivers to get it. There you go. There's still a few spots up here that have, water still, so let's remove that. And then they're gonna go back to working on the wall. Oh, nothing. I was just wondering out loud whether or not I needed a stone deposit or if I just needed to, like, it doesn't matter. I have plenty of stone. It's kind of a non-issue. I was just kind of wondering out loud about something. And then chat answered my question even though it was rhetorical, but I'm not complaining. Oh, I know. Zelser. Didn't know that the first time I played this, but I know. Yeah, how else do you think you're going to put stone in your stone bank account? As a stoner, I know about this. What? Indeed. The ceiling. And my neighbors, I assume, unless they're not home. But the people above them, probably. I think the people above them work from home, so they're definitely up. What's up above you, Mark? You have the Tommy Wiseau emote because you're subscribed to me, Banana. And you don't even, like, post it after making the Tommy Wiseau joke. I am very disappointed. There you go. See, like, Mark has tested. You literally have a Tommy Wiseau emote, and he didn't use it. You say, oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Yeah, you still type in an exclamation point before you type in beer. This is also true. So I'm now swamped with pottery. And I have quite a bit of grain. So I think it's time to make a couple more breweries. Could probably just connect them together, but... Oh, I also need to chop down wood. At least wood grows back. Makes this stuff easy. That a bit too much? Nah, it's fine. You did not, Mark. Although, unfortunately, Mark, you're not the one who's supposed to say that. It's Tommy that's supposed to say that. I know that Tommy plays a character in the room. I don't know the name of that character, and I've seen the room multiple times. It's just Tommy. That is a rancidly dirty room. I just kind of want to put that there. But anyway, what is up, Mark? How's things? Tommy plays Johnny. Is that really his name? Huh. All right. That's probably why I always just think of him as Tommy, because Tommy rhymes with Johnny. Remember to give Tommy chin scratches. It's very important, as Ryan says. If you don't give him chin scratches, he might follow you home and say, hi, doggy. Wouldn't want that. Speaking of Tommy, where's Big Shark? Ryan, have you been wondering where Big Shark is? Because I've been wondering where Big Shark is. That movie never did come out, did it? It never did come out. Where is Big Shark? Tommy Wiseau, when are you going to release Big Shark? We've been waiting. Sad days. Mining. It takes 1 billion years in this game. I guess they're mining with their teeth. God, the pooping sounds. Can't handle the pooping sounds in this game, chat. It's a problem. I have not installed a mod since yesterday, no. I literally ended stream yesterday, immediately left the house, went to my parents' house, and came back, made dinner, went to bed immediately. Didn't go on my computer again after I finished stream yesterday. So many people right here, holy shit. Like, it's so ridiculous how many people are in this game. How many do we got? 889. The total pop is up there if you can see it. I realize it's UI designed for ants, but... Hey, you're stupid. What's up? We'll hit 1,000 pretty soon, I think. Although next time a slaver shows up, I'm going to buy a bunch. Yeah. And we're making a bunch more breweries right now. That's a pretty good average, I would say. Banana. It's a pretty good average. Oh, hey. Time to fight people. Scott reports a force somewhere around 128% of soldiers with 4% training. 10% of my goods and $75,000. And 8% equipment. I feel like I have more than 4% training and probably more than 8% equipment, and I do have 215 people. I have no idea how fights work. Yeah, I'm training people. That's why it says I have 215. They're literally right there. I would assume so. I got 2 of these lizard people squad, a human squad, and 2 of those guys squads. Think that that's training? I don't know. We'll either get demolished or we'll be fine, but I'm not paying up again. I don't know if there's much for me to read, but I can try. All right. Let's just start up here. That's nutritious and salt's delicious beef. Fortuitous cantaloupes won't inhabit moist marshes fervorously. Oatmeal feels like damp carbohydrates. Rice pudding tastes unholy. That's bullying if you say so. Harvest moon yourself. Box-shaped apples. I'm going to tell people to harvest moon themselves now, just for reference, because that's very funny. So thanks for adding that to my vocabulary, chat room. Harvest moon yourself. I read it earlier, but I usually just scroll up because I type in something, I make an addition to it after I'm done reading it. So when if you're curious about when I last read, just have a peek at that. I can make another division of these guys. I've also got these guys over here. Or some battle gear right there. Is I hope you get voiced by Chris Pratt. That's the problem with that though, is like Chris Pratt isn't bad at voice acting. Like there's like he himself as a human being is a very uninteresting actor. He is like the most white guy actor you could find, right? But he's not a bad voice actor. You know, it's like he's not bad. He just is voicing everybody. Oh no, totally, I get it. But like the thing is, like there's people with so with the Mario movie, the only voice actor that I kind of eye rolled at was Chris Pratt. Everybody else makes perfect sense to me, and there's a lot of people that are very much like, all of these voice actors are bad, and it's like that's kind of mean because like Seth Rogen's great. Quit being mean to Seth. Seth's good people, and that's like the perfect pick for Donkey Kong. Like I don't care. The second best pick would have been Donkey, obviously, but like Donkey Kong is the perfect character for my favorite Canadian stoner to play. So I can't be mad at that. It's too perfect. Yeah, but Danny DeVito barely acts these days. It's like, yeah, Danny DeVito would have made a great Bowser or Mario. But, like, Jack Black is perfect for Bowser. I know some people really hate Jack Black, but Jack Black is perfect for Bowser. Wait, what? I just heard sword sounds. Is there, like, an army on my base or something? Maybe I was hearing people training. Yes, I was hearing that. I was like, what the fuck is that sound? You know who was also an amazing Detective Pikachu? Everybody in Detective Pikachu. But I don't know. I feel like people are being way too hard on the rest of the... Jack Black could indeed do that. He could just, like, beatbox, like, the evil castle background music. No problem. Like, I don't know. I genuinely believe that Jack Black is, like, a perfect pick for Bowser, and I also believe that Seth Rogen is a perfect pick for Donkey Kong, and you kind of can't change my mind. Chris Pratt is just boring. He's not a bad choice. He's just boring. He's just like an unimaginative, uninteresting choice. So am I going to know when combat starts, or is it like, yo, they're already here kind of shit? Because I haven't actually seen combat in this game yet. There we go. Hello again. You must have forgot to pay. Very unwise. Never mind. We now have to come and collect what is owed for ourselves. We will see you soon. Now, the rebel army has spawned in the region of Quinken. Where, though? So when you say the rebel army has spawned in the region of Quinken. Who the fuck is Quinken? Is that where I am? Oh, there they are. Okay, so I'm like down here in this region. They're up here somewhere. Ah, that's them. They seem very unhappy. These people. That's what I'm looking at right now, Chocobo. So... would I have chosen Chris Pratt as Mario? No, because I'm not, like, qualified to, like, decide who's in a movie. But also, I'm not exactly being nice to Chris Pratt. I'm literally saying he's boring. He's fine. He's just boring. An uninteresting choice is not a bad choice. Like, I've got nothing against Chris Pratt. He's just boring. Although watching him on Instagram saying, "It's a me, Mario," while extremely stoned was very funny. That was like the only thing that so far has been good about that. Is like him going, "It's me, Mario." That's also not the voice we're gonna do. I swear that's not the voice. Don't worry about it. We've been working for a very long time on the voice. Also, I'm extremely high. Chris Pratt was very funny to watch. And don't you tell me he was sleepy. He was stoned out of his fucking mind. Look at his eyes. Very funny. So yeah, how the heck do we do this? Because I can go into this battle screen, but it gives me the battle screen for here. You can sell your troops out of the big city by clicking on the arrow on the left side of the military squads view. Oh. You mean this button? The arrow on the left side? The military squads view. Unless you mean, like, this button. This became a stoner meme. As a stoner, I approve this message. I have no idea. Oh, I see. Send out. Recruit one on the world map. All right. So, world map. Armies button. Recruit army. What? Okay. I don't know how this works. Army 1. Okay. Recruit? What? No. Army 1. Oh, I see. Okay, so we've made an army now. So then I go back down here and then... Why can't I send these people out? Not enough supplies. Fill up my army's supply depots. Can they only fill them with one thing at a time? That's strange. All right. I mean, implying I have multiples of those. I built one because I was curious what it was. Is muster my army on my current map? That you do that with this button, right? This. Tell them to go hang out here. Like this. Attack with your troops or auto attack? Okay. Can't be too hard. This seems like one of those things where it's like it's really simple if you know what if you've done it once before. All right, well, let's just wait for them to show up. Here they come. Capital under siege, show. Engage, auto-resolve, or retreat. I'm assuming that means that we have a high chance of winning because it's very green. I've played Total War. I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. I'm sure it's not gonna be that difficult. I've played many a Total War. All right. Put these guys up front. Like a little bit less pleasant than I'd want it to be. This really is exactly like Total War, jeez. I'm just kind of spreading them out to like see who's what. They all look identical to me. I like that we took the time to set up a throne back there. That's kind of funny. Feels like we just have a lot more than them. Kind of wish I could just like click once to move. This is not the way I would set this up if I were to make this. That's fine, I didn't, so. All right. So, start. Chaos. Flanking does have an effect? I assume so. I mean, they wouldn't give us a strategy screen like this if it didn't have an effect. I'm sure we're all gonna die, though. Let's just press go. All right, here they come. How do I move you? Oh, I see. So like this. I can't just be like, oh, I see. I can tell them. I can click on them and be like, go attack. All right, so, you boys, go hit these guys. You boys, go hit these guys. You at the back, go hit these guys. You guys run through and go hit these guys. And got one squad that's missing. These guys. You guys also go hit them. Let's run this in slow. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I'm figuring out. This is all pretty simple. At least I think it's all pretty simple. Those guys, like, seem confused. That's a lot of blood. Haven't lost that many so far. So this is, like, 12 hours into a playthrough. And we are finally actually in some combat, which I think is kind of incredible. I kind of wish... Okay, so I can just click drag and select. Yeah, they seem to be scattering. Well, we won. Strawberry jelly something, that's for sure. Why would I save scum? I'm not a child. If I lose, I lose. That's fine. Oh, we got a bunch of rations. So I'm assuming these people become slaves. Well, we won pretty hard. So. Neat. I have an assumption that that's going to raise my crime level, but... Yeah, that is neat. I'm assuming it's going to take a little bit for them to, like, red. Here they come. That's neat. Cool. All right. It's like you know how earlier or how a couple of times I talked about difficulty in this game. The most complicated part for me in this game is figuring out where the buttons are with almost everything. Like whenever I stumble on something new in this game, the most confusing thing for me always is like, where the fuck is the button I'm supposed to click? Because the way this game's UI is designed for ants, I swear to Christ. So, thanks for dealing with me, chat. While I squint at UI and go, what the fuck's that do? All right, so now that I've got all these breweries down here, I'm gonna make a big ass tavern. Currently got this tiny one. Increase the employee number there, but we need a bigger tavern pretty badly. Once there's like actively alcohol available in here, because there currently isn't ever. I love how people just pass out in here. It must be a good tavern. Also, chat, we didn't get a round of beers for the victory. I am depressed with you guys. You failed me, chat. Where's like the excitement and the hype? Wait, it's my stream. I forgot. Where are we on? What was I doing? Crypt old indeed. Well, it looks like they're sort of working on that. Don't quite have enough people currently. There we go. Chat noticed I did a thing. Yay! Apologies, my lord. Please don't call me my lord. You know, Alien, I didn't do this myself, but you can refer to us as Chieftain Bob. Which the game named itself. I didn't name him that. That's just his name. I found out that my name was Bob around halfway through this playthrough. Also, how many years in are we? 20 years! Chieftain, thank you. It's my proper title. At what point do I become a lord? Oh, I become a lord when we get another 90 people. Then you can call me my lord. And then after that, it's your highness because I'll be a king. And then after that, it's Sir Mighty McFancy Highness because High King. And then after that, it's Lord God, Emperor, Royal Majesty, most powerful human in the entire universes, and what I can see, because that is the known universe to these people, probably. Maybe once I'm a lord. I'm not quite an asinine fuck yet. I'm assuming you can just, like, invade other towns, right? Like, I'm assuming that's a thing you can do, is you can just go after shit. But, like, they all seem to have much higher populations than me. And, like, garrisons are, like, 500, so I don't know about that just yet. Like, I look at their garrisons, it's like... that one's soon, maybe. They have a garrison of, what, 298? These guys, what about these guys? 136? Yeah, that one we could go after, but, like... I don't know, maybe not just yet. I think, like, once we have a garrison of about 1,000, then probably, yeah. I also just, like, don't really have enough rations just yet. Like, I've got rations supplying, but not enough. Also, why can't I copy that? It's not, I know it's not a room, but it bothers me that I can't copy that. I don't understand how this UI is sorted. Everything is random and it doesn't make no sense. I mean, not quite everything, but this game's UX does not make much sense to my brain. Oh, probably. But is there anything else to do in this game? Aside from just, you know, make the city bigger? It's like the city must grow, but in order for the city to must grow, you must murder more cities, right? That's... I never actually figured out how nobles work. They're like, appoint nobles. I'm like, I don't fucking know where that UI is. And I looked for it for a bit, and then I kind of forgot about it. So, I don't know. Yes, I went through all of the UI on this throne and clicked everything. There's nothing to click, so clearly I'm missing something, but it's like, I don't know, maybe. Like, what am I supposed to click? Okay. I selected a person. Unless you're asking me to select something on here. There is nothing to select. You can't click any of this. Under their height. This? Okay. That's a button? All right, then. Yeah, I had no idea. You're a gluttonous sleeper. And you're studying. You seem like you'd be a good person of power. I don't know what any of this shit means. But do I have to make these people fancy spaces if I do this? Well, congratulations. This person is now a master of farm. So, good luck. I don't know. I didn't even see what was the last one. Oh, yeah. A little bit. Just remember, Ryan, this game has skinny dipping as a skill. Where's skinny dipping? I can't find it now, but skinny dipping is a skill that everybody has. Yeah, see, skinny dipping skill. How prone are they to just take their clothes off and dive in the water? all your people are 10 out of 10 at skinny dipping? I mean, you want to see a strange looking word? They don't have nurseries, they have breeders. I'm still perplexed by this. And then they give them cucumbers, and then they make babies. And then these guys have like weird hives and larvae, and it makes me upset just looking at it. I haven't like built a human nursery yet though, so. No need to really care about who gets what position. For fun, you always made your giant snowballs since you always have so few. Well, the giants are like expensive and rare, that's why. And they also live a bajillion years. Why? Oh my Christ. I always forget that this menu exists. Ah! Someone's named Whiskey. And you're really dirty. Can I make you a master of drink? Master of the hut. Eh? You're definitely a master of fashion, naturally. Bronk! This person seems who's 2 years old. Doesn't seem like a master of battle to me. Definitely a masturbator. I don't know. None of this shit makes any sense to me. I don't see the point of any of it. And it doesn't even change anything in this menu. I guess I need a breaker of chains. I need the great. And I need that. I need the leader and all those things, I guess. But none of them are even listed in here, so I'm even more confused now. I'm looking for someone who's had some schooling. How old are you? You're 50. You're 65. 50, 44, 70. Jesus. Imagine putting a 70-year-old in the military. I'm just like fiddling with shit right now because like what else am I gonna do? Can you sort by skills? I don't think you can sort by anything useful. Because like maybe this is a useful skill, but I see you can sort by species. That's useful. This guy has the best last name, chat. I think he needs to be, like, the most important person here. Oh my Christ. I know. We know. Talk about we know. Oh, probably I might be able to change that to schooling, but I don't care. You can be my master of war, coffee maker. You can be my master of, I don't know, industry. And you can be my master of, I don't know, other things. How many nobles you can elevate? You must, okay, so I must increase my status level to get more nobles. Cool. Enough of that bullshit. Back to actually playing the video game. Speaking of brewer, do I actually have... Still don't even have alcohol stores. Even after making 3 of these. I'm convinced it's just I don't have enough employees. On you. Or you. Allegedly, I'm missing coal. I think it's time to make a bigger charcoalator. Problem is like, I'll just don't. I have nowhere close to enough people, so I should be employing more. Anyway. Almost up to 1,000. Walls are getting done slowly. It pains me the name Esteban. It's very, very wrong spelling. It's supposed to be Esteban. But this isn't Earth, Enrelin. Don't ask me why that person has the last name Coffee Maker, but this also isn't Earth, so it doesn't matter how they spell it. Now that I don't know. If you can, I haven't found the button to do it. I know you can favorite them, and they gain traits. Good God, this game has a lot of information in it that I'm never going to use or look at. As a Spaniard, you feel pain? I understand. People also expect me to have a pet moose and say A every 10 seconds, so you know. He was Coffee Maker when he was born. I didn't name him Coffee Maker, dude. I did not name him Coffee Maker, if that's what you're insinuating. No, I didn't name him Coffee Maker. The game named him Coffee Maker. What's even better about Coffee Maker is allegedly... who I can't find now. Where did he go? Did he, like, just leave or die or something? Oh, maybe it's because he's a noble? Huh. There is no Coffee Maker anymore. So I don't know what happened. Maybe he just left? Maybe you should check the names of your citizens. When do I get to make a bathhouse? Because I need to give these people showers. They all look so messy. Or what do I need to make a bathhouse? I'm assuming it's research, but I could be wrong. Service is 0. Hmm. I mean, I don't run any ads on my channel, so you shouldn't be seeing any ads, but unfortunately, I can't remove the pre-rolls. I'm doing my literal damnedest, man. I feel terrible about it as it already exists, so. In production, already unlocked, here unlocked. That's toolsmithing, which I also probably need, frankly. But where the heck is services 0? I got stuck in one of those last night. It sucks. Oh, wait, that's it. Tiny little icon. All right, well, spotted that finally. One thing I would love to see this game get is like a proper do this first button. I would love to see that get implemented. Because every now and again I make something where I'm like, I want them to do this right now. No questions. I want them to do it right now. This is going to be a big-ass bathhouse. Maybe not that big, but it's going to be big enough, damn it. Will do. What are the big gray pulsing things over on the left? It's a breeder for the weird lizard people things. They seem to be birthed from larvae. Because there's 6 different species in this game. There's the wood elves, basically. There's humans. There's these weird lizard people things. Insect lizard people? I don't actually know what they are. Guess we're going to war again. Although I'm still training up a new army. I didn't actually look at how big that army was. Guess I should look. I'm at 113 soldiers. Yeah, we could do that. And then there's the giants, and then there's these people that are like pig people. So yeah, that's what those are. They're breeders for one of the species in this game. Don't be that guy, and don't make me give you that lecture, Zalora. Don't be that guy. Elves are people too. The ones at the top, they're like pig people. They're not really orcs. Like, they're like more wild boar people. But if you want to try this game, it has a free demo. If this seems interesting to you, I would recommend trying it. Can you ask questions that don't make me want to time you out? All right. Which means we should get attacked anytime soon. You could just play the game in such a fashion so you don't get any of them, but then you won't have really good animal herders. And forestry workers. If all you're gonna do, Zaloro, is just like wank off about shitting on elves, then I'm just gonna ask you to do us all a favor and shush. You want to have an interesting conversation, we can do that, but like, I'm so tired of that. No, I know, Chocobo. My chat doesn't. And if that's what you're going to do in my chat, you can go elsewhere. And I've had that opinion for a very long time, and I'm going to continue having that opinion. Is it just the optimal path? The ladder. It's the optimal. I mean, talking about balance with the developer would be interesting. Enjoy that. Okay, so they've spawned somewhere. There they are. Are they really coming at me again? The same people? Does not seem wise. Yeah, I'm not a min-maxing style player. Capital under siege. How the heck do I get back into that battle? There we go. Engage. Oh, no, absolutely. Enrelian. Absolutely. I just refuse to promote that kind of activity in my chat, you know? So it's like, if you want to min-max a game to help the developer be aware of it, be my guest. That is your prerogative. If you're going to use a video game as an excuse to act kind of racist in my chat, I'm going to ask you to shut the fuck up. And that's always been the way I've managed it. And that always will be the way I will manage it. It's just not something I appreciate, ever. Never will. I'm going to back them up so that I can actually see what's going on. Probably. That was clumsy of me. Looks like we already won, though, because we're already scattering. So did some of my dudes, but that's fine. There we go. Morale seems to be all of it. But at some point, I do plan on having a chat with the developer of this game. He's already agreed to it. It's just a matter of me doing it. So, questions like racial segregation can be something I can pick his brain about. But, you know, like I always say, it is very possible and all right for games to give you the ability to be a terrible person, but it's up to you to not be a terrible person. And if you want to be a terrible person, that's fine. Just don't be a terrible person in my chat. I think that's, like, you know, a fair thing for me to ask of, right? It's really just that simple. And always going to be that way. A thing now? It's always been a thing, K-bro. Like, go look at some old D&D art and, like, squint at it real tight. Just be like, huh, that looks kind of anti-Semitic. It's literally what built fantasy, which is also okay, by the way. Like, it's fine that we show our problems as a society in our literature, but it's up to us as people to be better about it and realize that. Right? So Tolkien's writing is based in some pretty problematic shit. But it's still good writing. You know? It's not sensitivity, right? It's about understanding the context in which something was written. If something, it's like, if something is written in a time and place where it is acceptable and fine to be categorically horrible to the people around you, you can still enjoy the literature. You just have to realize what it is you're enjoying. I love a lot of fantasy writing. But you gotta realize that a lot of that stuff came from a really shitty place, right? I really like a lot of cosmic horror, right? All of Lovecraft's writing is based in incredible amounts of fear of interbreeding between races, right? Large portions of his writing is literally just don't have sex with black people. That's literally large portions of his writing, because white people will disappear. Fear of the unknown. So when you look at it in that context, it changes it from just being a good story to being a good story that was written in a time and place that you have to be careful with, but also at the same time, you can still enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with you enjoying good writing. Just understand the context in which that writing was written. Exactly, Aurelian. Exactly. So I'm not saying, like, you can't play D&D because the Goblins and Dwarves original art is kind of racist. You can. Just understand the context in which that was created. Like, that's all I'm really trying to communicate. It's pretty simple. Good drama, you get it. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not necessarily good drama, but it's like... It is very possible to take that source material and create more problems with that source material. But it's up to the creators and creatives who are making art now. If you're going to source that source material, do a better job, right? If you're going to write a book based on the works of Lovecraft, do a better job handling that. If you're going to make a video game based on the works of Lovecraft, do a better job than Lovecraft, right? If you're going to write a modern times fantasy book, if you're going to fall into those same traps and tropes that are baked in our problems as a society, that's fine. However, do a better job educating the reader than that original work did. Instead of just trying to brainwash the reader, like a lot of that original work did. I love those pipes. Those are cool. I've never seen a bathhouse before in this game, so this is all new to me. Which is why, like, because okay, bro, you're new to the channel, but, like, I stream a lot of Dwarf Fortress, right? When people come into my chat and just use it as a way to be racist against elves, it's like, I get it. The elves in that game are kind of dicks. They really are. Like, they're dicks, but, like, that doesn't give you the right to use them as a direct way to be fake racist. Pretend racism is still enacting reality. It's still truthful, right? All fantasy is based in truth. You find it interesting that the mix of races in the movie Wheel of Time series... Oh, God, it's been so long since I've read the Wheel of Time books. And they have a good mix of races in an isolated community, and you find it nice, but in real life, it will never hold up. Yeah, no, totally. Absolutely. And, you know, I like games that do things like simulating different societies and racism. What I don't like is when communities around the game use it as an excuse to just be a terrible person. You know? Like, I love a lot of the freedoms that RimWorld gives the player, as an example. I hate a lot of the memes that have developed around it. You know, like just mocking war crimes, for example. Like, yay, war crimes, let's commit some war crimes and all that shit. Like that, it's an interesting format of storytelling that is handled terribly in a lot of cases by its community. And it sucks. Like, you can tell a great, like, dark fucking story with that game. Problem is most people don't tell a great dark story. They just make it nonsensical garbage. Right? It's so fucking stupid. RimWorld is fantastic. I don't want to play it anymore, but it's fantastic. But fucking hell, that community does such a good job of making me hate it. It's like, just shut the fuck up. Read about that one dude in like close to 100 years ago now who murdered a whole bunch of people in his town, ate them, and made furniture out of them. It's not fucking funny. It wasn't then, and it's not now. What was his name? Why am I blanking on his name? I should know this dude's name. I remember one of the women he murdered, Mrs. Hogan. What the fuck was his name? God, literally. Hold on a second. I need to Google this. What was his name? Ed Gein. No, it's not Dahmer. Ed Gein. Edward Gein. That's his name. Here's a Wikipedia page. It's kind of scary, but actually it's pretty safe. There's no photos of the things that he did, fortunately. Ed Gein predates Dahmer by like 50 years. That particular fellow was a grave robber, primarily. He did kill a few people, but he was primarily a grave robber. Also, hey, we hit 1,000 people. Neat! So, chat, you now need to refer to me as my lord, because I am now my lord, officially. Excellent. Yeah, excellent. What are we doing? I need 200 research for toolmaking. Gotcha. Gotcha. My Lord IRL. Nailed it. Thank you. You're an immaterial leader, sort of. You're the throne. Although apparently there's a slave standing on my throne right now, which is kind of weird. Oh, I know why. It's because I have 122 slaves. That's why, okay. I was wondering why, I'm like, why haven't I hit the Malord yet? It's because they don't actually count as citizens. They don't count. Don't tell anyone, chat. It's because of all the war prisoners we got. From the battle. I'm still just a chieftain, unfortunately. Sag. I could go get my trilby, don't dare me. I haven't worn a trilby since 2015, I think. I had that phase. Most people my age did. The one that's the opposite of minor. But right now we do have quite a few minors. One day I'll promote one of them and they can be a major. Ha! Sorry, it's not funny, but you know. Also, Ponce, what's up? It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Are you stuck in queue again? Usually when you're in my chat, you're stuck in queue. Promotes minors to adult. None of my dwarves in Dwarf Fortress can drink because they're all minors. Huh? I'm funny. But yeah, I don't know. Anybody who's watched my stream for a while will just know that I think way too hard about things. Which is, you know, maybe a negative, I guess, but also it's just kind of my personality. I just think way too hard about things. I like it when they just like skinny dip on top of each other. Beats not thinking? Eh. I tend to agree. In this game or in Dwarf? What game are you asking that question for? Are you asking about Dwarf Fortress or are you asking about this? In DF? Kids can indeed end up as part of loyalty cascades and can fight, yes. Kids sometimes get used as weapons. So, yeah, of course. And yes, they do still exist. Just try killing somebody that a lot of your dwarves are friends with. You know, just, your whole fort will die pretty quick. Low heating decreases the experience. All right, so we need more charcoal, which is something that I was going to build and then didn't. So I think we're going to do that right now. We're going to just make a real big charcoalator, which is not a word. Charcoalator? I haven't even started yet. Can I put pillars in the middle of these? Should be able to do that. That's not what I wanted. To do this. That's what I want. Only 56%. Big sads. That'll help. We'll do that. Except you need doors. Thingolator should probably be a word. It's not. We looked it up. A charcoalator is not indeed a thing. It is, in fact, not a thing. Yeah, I am sometimes disappointed too, bro. Thanks for the follow, by the way. If they can't walk, they can't fight, Banana. I missed the last bit, but if they can't walk, they can't fight. So if you're asking, like, can babies fight in Dwarf Fortress? No, not really. I mean, they can be fought with. They can end up as part of fights, but not really, no. You kind of have to be able to walk to be able to fight in DF. Or at the very least, be able to be old enough to actually have an AI that does more than just walk until starve to death, which is all that the baby AI does. Baby AI is literally just walk until die. So... If I just, like, mine out a whole mountain, will it eventually cave in? Because I know that there's only so much that you can mine, that you can have above ground, but does stuff just eventually cave in if you just keep mining underground? Because I only just thought about that. Sort of like a 90s strategy game? I mean, visually, sure, but it came out last year. It's only made by one person, so naturally it looks kind of like that. Simple visuals allow for simple visuals allow for art to be done by one person easier. I don't know quite where I was going with that sentence, but I tried. So that's going to take a little bit of time. Be too bad, though. It'll be worth it once it's done. Although I was going to make another mine out here. It's not even 100% even after the one auxiliary. What that? That's 80. 90. 98, that'll do. How's that wall coming along? Yay, the wall's finally done. Did you just get timed out for 1 second? Nope. Did you type in something that is banned in my chat? But also, Boo FN, I hope that you're doing well. But no, this is Songs of Six. This is a game that's available for sale on Steam and itch.io and Good Old Games right now. Also, 404, Kryptonian's not found. May need to give them a pathway down to this mine. This will be significantly more efficient than the other mine that I had. I may actually just get rid of the other mine. Oh, it's still actually not really producing that much. It's producing a little bit. Bit better. That's usually the case with the games I stream, bro. How did you end up on this channel? Out of curiosity. Was it through the recommendations and stuff, or did you just stumble in here? But yeah, that's pretty common from my stream. You think the algorithm? If it was a recommended channel, then yeah. So I stream a lot of Dwarf Fortress and games that people have probably never heard of. If you look at my YouTube channel, which can be found here. Oh, from Evil Trick? Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I play RTS games with Evil Trick sometimes. He's part of my stream team, so I know a trick. Yeah, no. I play games that you've probably either never heard of and have no interest in, or you have heard of and nobody else makes content for it. That's usually the games that I play. It's kind of rare that people have heard of games I stream. It's like, if you've heard of a game that I stream, that's usually a little rare. And it's not even like I'm a hipster, I just play weird shit. I play a lot of traditional roguelikes and games that I'm interested in, is usually what I tell people. No, it's generally the case that I am the only person streaming the game that I'm streaming. Stream Angband one day? I haven't played Angband since like 2005. So maybe I could do that. I may actually just get rid of these. That's +1, that's +2. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to get rid of these two. Or rather, I'm going to get rid of this one. Get rid of you. And then you, up here, can just be edited. Get that. Holy crap! Somebody gifted a sub. It's been a real quiet, like... I mean, I was really fortunate last month. So we did great last month, so I don't really have anything to complain about, but it's been a really quiet week over here. So thanks, man, for gifting a subscription. Enjoy those stupid skulls and the dwarfs and shit. The ad-free viewing for the next 30 days, K-Bro. Cheers. And if you, I don't know if you are, but if you happen to be, if you happen to be subscribed to Evil Trick Cheese puts wine in my chat. Fun fact. I have cheese and wine. Wine with your cheese. Also, Evil Trick streamed this for a couple of days. He streamed it for about a week, I want to say, a couple months ago. One of my other teammates, Kiri, also streamed it, and she hated it, which kind of makes me sad. Angband has token theming, yes. And there's a popular Angband variant that was called Tales from Middle-earth, which was then later renamed to Tales of Magiao, which also exists. So, we're upgrading our clay pits. Hopefully this will speed up the rate. Oh man, yeah, that's so much faster. Holy fuck. Was really smart. The first time somebody donated money to Dark God while I was playing Tome was one of the most shocking things that's ever happened to me. There's also Syl. Yep, and Syl Q. There's also... what's the other one that I'm thinking of? There's another... there's a few very Tolkien-inspired... roguelikes. There's quite a few. Let's make more fancy roads. Fancy roads! On Team Fancy Road, chat. Okay, this has to be one of my favorite views. Just that heat map of all of the all of the movements is just way too fucking cool. Like the full game or the demo, Banana? Also, thanks for being a third person to gift a sub this week. Tome is extremely fun. I have a hard time playing Tome. I don't know. It's one of the few roguelikes that just makes me genuinely angry. It's one of the only roguelikes actually that makes me genuinely angry. One of these days I'll just cave and do a wiki playthrough of that game, similar to what I'm doing with Caves of Cud, where like I'm just playing it. I know, and it makes me mad. But see, here's the difference, right? You're not streaming it. If I wasn't streaming Tome, I think I would enjoy Tome a lot more. The problem with Tome is it's like, well, that was 12 hours and I just died to something I didn't even see. Cool. Or it's like, move, 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 dead. Kids with COD. Yep. Caves of COD. Oh no, we got some deaths. Okay, so somehow my criminal rate has dropped, even though like I have 120 slaves now. It's like I have 120 slaves, but my crime rate has dropped. Maybe it's the fancy roads I'm building. They just love the fancy roads so much that they're like, we can't be criminals. They have fancy roads. I also need to make less pottery. This takes a bunch of wood. It makes charcoal. I mean, these people, Zalero, can literally just be like, I made this. But they don't break the roads, I don't think. But they do murder people. All right, so my teeny weeny little wall can now grow. Don't actually want to go that far that way. I just wanted to see how many blocks it would use. I really wish that there was a diagonals tool in this game. Game desperately needs like a circle tool and a diagonal tool. Then again, Dwarf Fortress is going to need that stuff. Just don't tell Tarn. Well, after Steam releases. All right, let's just work our way up this way ever so slowly. There we go. Take a little bit for them to bring all the rocks down, though. So I'm doing like just these plain stone walls all the way around the outside, and then on the inside somewhere, maybe all the way back here, I'm going to do something along the lines of, we need to make more food. I'm going to do something along the lines of like a stronghold keep. Still have tons of grains, yeah? Let's do more fruit farms. Let's do a 32 by 32 farm, right? People are coming out here anyway to farm. How does streaming work in Discord? It's more like screen sharing to a call. You don't really stream to Discord. Hey, we got 420 of these dudes. Smoke them if you got them. But you don't really stream to Discord. It's like a Discord stream is just somebody sharing their screen in a voice call, really, of up to 50 people. Because 50 is the maximum you can have in one of those. Tool making, that's something that... But why do you ask? Yeah, it's like a video call, basically. Like, I'll sometimes stream games that I wouldn't stream on Twitch on Discord if I'm in a video call with a few people, but it's not really streaming. It's sort of like saying that, like, if you're in a video call with somebody and you're sharing your screen to them, that's like streaming. It's like, well, not really. It's just anybody who's in the voice chat can see what you're doing on your computer. Oh, I see. Yeah, I missed that line. Apologies. I see what Banana wrote. But yeah, no, it's just that. It's just like screen sharing. But yeah, no, Tome, for those of you who are unfamiliar with us just talking about Tome is this game, which I will pop up for a second. After I search for it and grab it. Tome is this game, which is also free on their website. It's like $6, $7 for the Steam version, which just gives you, it's like just buying a premium account for a free game. But it's basically turn-based Diablo. It's like, that's like the closest analog if you've never seen a game like this before. It's very much that kind of thing. It's a bunch of different dungeons and there is an end game and you can win and whatnot, but like, it's a permadeath game where you go through procedurally generated dungeons and build a whacked out crazy character, and there's a shit ton of mods and fuck tons of content. This is a game that you could play for 1,000 hours and still have stuff left to do. So that's why, like, there's a review here and this person's got 3,000 hours. It's that kind of game. That's what Tome is. Fantastic game. It's just kind of intimidating. Although I've been on very much a town builder kick recently. I've been playing a lot of like these types of games. Haven't been playing as much of the traditional roguelikes as of late. Maybe that means it's time to binge a bit. I don't know what game to binge next. Although I say that, yeah, I've been playing a lot of Caves of Cuds, so. It's like being in an opt-in video call. Basically, yeah. It's like being in an opt-in video call. Technically, I stream records on my Discord from time to time. I just plug in my record player and put some records on and just stream that, which I'm sure Warner Music Group will love. But, you know, it's fine. Fuck big music. I don't think Flightless Records cares if I stream Nonagon Infinity 50 times. Ocean or mountain? You want resources. Pick a place with all of the money. Unless they both have all of the money, in which case, ocean. I mean, it's also been on Steam for 1 billion years, so that's not impossible. I mean, I have almost that many hours in RimWorld on Steam, so. What's money? Resources, not money. I can't show you the screen because I'm not on it right now. I don't know, settle wherever. You'll be fine. Deposits, yeah. You want lots of deposits. You want as many of those numbers as possible. Hey, now chat, you have to call me my lord. What do I unlock? Aside from being a my lord now. Happiness 30% and bartering 25%. And I can appoint 5 more nobles. Cool. Also, we just like rocketed it up to 1,200. $12 students, man. That's not a great like transfer rate. Then settle on a mountain. Your first time, you've just started it for the first time, right? Because I recommend playing the tutorial if you haven't. Play the tutorial for this game. You'll have a much better time. What the heck does isolation mean? I mean, I know what it means, but what does isolation 100% mean? Isolation prevents the room degradation and sound pollution. Walls increase isolation, and while doors and gaps decrease it. Okay. So it means the lower noise pollution. Got it. Cool, we're actually beginning to stockpile charcoal now. Going to employ more people at that smithy. Found the best of both worlds? Yeah, I'll do. But yeah, I would say that for starters, you kind of want to have some... I just realized I have way too many extra pages open I didn't realize I had open. Yeah, you want to have some of everything. Otherwise, you'll have a kind of a tricky time initially. Also, I don't know if this is really a tip about this game, but stuff just kind of works too. As long as people have food and generally have housing, like, things just kind of generally work. There's times where this game just kind of starts to cough and splutter, though. Also, don't worry about just clear-cutting everything. It grows back pretty fast. Like, these are all trees that have grown back. I've hacked them down. Is there a goal or threat? You get attacked by raiders as your space gets bigger. But the goal is to hit 12,000 people. That is the only in-game goal, but it's like, it's kind of a sandbox at a point. You can, I mean, the game's very early access still, right? So as playable and complete feeling as this game is, and for as much content as it has, it's still like a game that's unfinished, right? So, like, the current goal is basically just like try and stay alive and build up as much wealth as you possibly can. Might also need to make bigger squads. Oh shit, I can make them squads of up to 150? God damn. I thought I needed to just make more squads. That's actually badass. Cool. I just learned a whole bunch about this game. Apart from the dwarf and elf issue, I mean that's not an issue with the game really. That's an issue with chat being silly. And me just trying to educate my chat to please don't make racist ass jokes in my chat. Like, because that's all that shit is. But no, I mean, this game's neat. Like, it's a really fucking neat game. And then the combat is kind of Total War-esque. Kind of hoping they would fight you. What, chat would fight you or the elves would fight you? Because you could definitely, I've already fought with elves. Technically got elf slaves in place. In a nice way? I mean, I guess so. I don't really want people fighting in my chat, though, to be honest with you. Going to make another training area, maybe over here. Infrastructure, military training ground. Kind of want to make a neat little shape to this. Interesting. You can only place doors at the edges of rooms. Or you know. That'll do just fine. It's going well, Bob. How is Bob going? I hope Bob is going well as well. It's Wednesday today, right, Chad? Today's Wednesday, right? Yes, it's Wednesday. For those of you who don't know, I'm streaming 7 days a week up until the 24th of December. I normally stream 5 days a week with Mondays and Fridays off. But instead, I'm streaming every single day up until then. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing Long Death at the start. We're going to be doing Dwarfs. And then after that, we're going to move from Dwarfs into something else. I haven't decided yet. Friday is going to be a bit weird, though, because we're going to be on Jess's channel for 2 hours for Halcyon After Hours. Then I'm going to be turning my stream on right after that. We're just going to be jumping straight into gameplay and skipping records that day. We're going to check out War Tales, I think, which I got key for, so. Pirates come get you? Why don't you be the pirates? Banana. Hey, welcome back, Jimmy. How was the profits the other night when you were just, like, gambling tickets all night? I don't think I didn't notice, because I certainly noticed. Don't quite have enough food in the store piles right now. I mean, you can raid people, so why can't you be pirates? That's the look of, I can be the bad guys? Hey, Nix, what's up? How's things? It didn't cross your mind until now. You can be pirates if you in your base just sit there and go yar really loudly before you invade somebody else. Otherwise, you're just bandits or raiders or somebody else who's an asshole for invading other people. But you could also just sit there and scream yar really loudly, and get there. Surprise, Stone. It's open. Well, it's surprise. But how we doing today, Nix? How's things? Is it good to be back in Canada? Back in a world where internet exists? You know, I think you may have just inspired me to do a pirate-themed port base, by the way. I think I may have to do that after I'm finished with this playthrough. Or maybe after the next update for this game. I think you may have just, like, convinced me to do that. So, pirate-themed Songs of Six playthrough coming to a stream near you in 2022. Also, it's almost 2022. Oh my god. I might actually build 2 of these. It's pretty damn perfect, though. Yeah, you could do something badass with that. Absolutely. Although, personally, what I would do, if I were on this map, I'd probably end up building up here. With, like, farms back here. And then build, like, a big-ass fucking tower port up in here. And then, like, wall this kind of thing off. So you can have, like, a protected bay with, like, housing around the edges. And Malwarebytes needs to update, apparently. But, like, do that. That's what I would do. Oh, also, really cool button in this game is this. Take a super screenshot. It takes like an 8K resolution screenshot of your entire map. One of my favorite things about RimWorld existing is that there's a lot of really popular mods for it that developers just put into their games by default. Because they're like, oh, people must want these. They do. I got too many of these squads, so that's the problem. I think that'll help. I just need more of these dudes. Let's make more of these disturbing nightmares. Let's also make another one of these. And another one of these. These are pastures. We're almost entirely out of work right now. Pretty good. Ask me. You found the button? Big fancy screenshot this time? That's a big screenshot. Holy shit. Yeah, no, every game like this needs this kind of feature so you can do this. Needing fodder food for the animals? It wouldn't actually surprise me. I mean, they're just grazers, right? But probably, I don't know. This game simulates a weirdly large amount of stuff. What does invest do in chat? Once every 45 minutes, you can run an investments, and it's just a chat minigame. So if you have an exclamation point tickets, you can see how many you have. You get some tickets for watching the stream every 30 minutes, and you get a few for following, and you get a few for being subbed. And then every so often, you can do that. I only play top shelf titles. That K-Bro pointed out earlier that I'm the only person streaming, so yep. I play top shelf titles that nobody else plays, which is why I have an audience that is here straight out of what's the word? Stockholm syndrome, because there's nobody else for you to watch. So I guess you better keep watching me. Just a mini game in chat, yes. It's just a pointless mini game in chat that exists solely so that I can point out the fact that T-Pain watched my stream once for 4 hours, because it lets me track who watches my stream for how long. So literally the only reason it exists is so that I can spot famous people and be like, this famous person watched me for 20 minutes once. Literally the only practical reason why it exists is so that I can point out that T-Pain watched my stream once. I think he came into my stream from a raid from somebody else, but yeah, it's irrelevant. T-Pain watched my stream, okay? I'm famous. Shut up. You had 1,000 tickets once? That's pretty cool. I know, right, man? Just like me, I'm pretty cool. Guy who plays games that, as Star Wonder says, is top shelf titles. I only play top shelf titles like Minesweeper. Fun fact, I streamed last week. Not for very long, but I did. And also, Darren, I hope you're doing well. Investments aren't open. Should I restart my bot so that you guys can have investments? Because they're not open. Like, they just finished. Stone invested by himself. And then after Stone invested, you guys all started trying. It's like, you got 46 minutes. I also am pretty sure I need housing, so. I think I'm going to make a bigger house. Because this is kind of the current one that I've just been copy-pasting on repeat, which I'm going to do a little bit more of, actually. Copy one of these. 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 But I'm going to make a bigger one. I'm going to make a bigger one down here. Flat houses are the nicer ones, so. Which I'm pretty sure. Actually, we should put flat houses over here. Have walls. These are individual apartments that go into these spaces. Okay, so I understand how big these need to be now. To a degree. So now I can hand out you. Trying to figure out like a good size for these. If it's 3, it's like 3, 1, 3. I could also just kind of go around the edge here, or I could just like make this smaller. I think that might actually be better, is make them smaller. Just do like a row like this. Go like this. Move this extra wall. And then carpets. And just put doors up here. Doors over there. Not too expensive. So nicer housing. And then I can do a room copier. There we go. Better housing. That being said, we still need more of this stuff. We are going to run out of furniture pretty quickly, but that's fine. Also, wait, what up? It's good to see you. It's more like a barracks? It's more like a... I'd say they're more like hostels, because like these are dormitories. These are just like everybody's. This is communal living, right? This is like a barracks. These are actual apartments, allegedly. And then there's another type of housing that you can get, which is like actual like individual houses for a person to live in. So there's like 3 different tiers of room and board. There's room and board. Then there's better room and board, and then there's actual housing. So each one is just a slightly different, slightly better version of the previous one. Let's also build some stone roads in between these. Exponential gains is what's going on here? Oh, absolutely. This game's very much about its exponential gains. All about the exponential gains. On the bright side, I got a lot of coal now. Welcome to the chat room. I just got welcomed to the chat room. Chat, can I get a round of beers? Because I want to make sure I'm still connected to my chat room. I'm assuming I am, but... You wish you could template a farm and then place the template. Build one farm, and then go into this menu. You can copy, and then you just click room copier. And so if you just want a farm of a specific size, just be like, boom, bop, bop, done. Now I got 2 more farms. You can also save them and bring them into the next one. When is it not, though? Bobtron. When is it not on the Fritz? Like, let's be real. When is Amazon services not kind of about to fall over? Let's make that human squad a little bigger. Let's also make this squad a little bigger. That's disturbing. I mean, I guess it depends on how well kept the person inside is, and probably not very many. Probably no more or less than you'd see in any truck. I mean, you'd probably see more in like crappier shipping companies. Like a friend of mine works for an appliance distributor, and they let the drivers have a habit of leaving empty beer cans and piss bottles all over the place. Sounds like you have experience that I don't want to know about, Chocobo. Happened to you earlier, but it looked like a timeout? No, it couldn't have been. I mean, it wouldn't have been a timeout. I would see in my chat log if somebody got timed out. Nobody got timed out. You should time yourself out for that idea so that you don't give Amazon ideas. Banana? I mean, in reality, they should just replace the driver with automated drones. That's what they should do. Then they don't have to pay as many people. It's better for everybody. It's time to copy the fabric maker. So you'd run out of wood. You want to know how to not run out of wood? Click this button, click fell tree, and then go out to this zoom level and just go. That's how you don't run out of wood. And then you'll never run out of wood. The machine gun sounds with your mouth is mandatory, by the way. There you go. And no, you don't need tools. They just do that. Also, I haven't tried this game like this yet, but I have a feeling that this game would make an excellent second monitor game. Yeah, because they're also telling you how to resize things. Also, you can get away without making a janitor for a very long time. I mean, those little red dots are dirty areas that need to be cleaned that I need a janitor for, and like, yeah, about that. This place is pretty clean. Generally. As clean as any city's gonna be. Needs to get rained on every so often. I never did figure out what the administration thing does. Where's my mass grave? Mass grave. I have these 3 graveyards. I don't have a mass grave. What was I trying to do? Earth, that's what I was gonna do. That you're the first. A lot of people asking when Styx is gonna do a concert and stuff like that, because it sounds kind of like Styx instead of six. So like Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Seen a few of those, but I haven't actually had anybody ask me where the other like 5 and 7 and like, you know. It's obviously because 7, 8, 9. Duh. There we go. We have enough cloth now. But this game's cool, so. You're not the first person to say that either. Wait, what? They look like helipads until they're constructed. Once they're constructed, they look like this. It's a fire pit with benches. That's all I have to say to that chocobo. I still am with all the people that say that it's an absolute miracle that this game even works. It's an absolute miracle that this game even works. Kind of in the same way that it's an absolute miracle that Factorio works. You know what I mean? It's like it's this weird, fascinating anomaly. It's like, how on earth did they manage to make this game function? Also, I should be able to just deactivate this for right now. I don't actually need that much clay currently, and I'd rather just have the extra workforce to help build these housings. Get down here, boys. Help me out. Because I have a surplus of clay currently, and we're not actually really spending the clay on much, so might as well work on the housing. All right, so these are apartments. So they're actually like, they still have communal eating, and they have a big carpet, but they do actually have separate apartments down here. You've been welcome to the chat room. Well, welcome again to the chat room. Hey, chat, welcome to the chat room. Twitch would like to welcome all of you to the chat room. I love the construction animation in this game. It's something that I'm always attracted to in games. I'm trying to like not make this sound sexual. It's like there's something I'm attracted to in games is when individual pieces of a building are put together by individual little workers. It's like something that always bothers me about RTS games is you never actually get like an animation of a building being constructed. Same with like a lot of city builders. You never. It's like the building just kind of like pops up, and then it's like scaffolding, and then it's done. This one, like you see every single individual piece come in, and all of the different materials come in, and it's just like. This is just like making me hard. I love it. It's sexual. Yeah, exactly. There you go. There's just something about it. It's just mwah. Love it. How are we doing on food? Oh my god, we actually like used more food last year than we produced. So I do actually have to be producing more food now. I was kind of joking about it earlier, but I guess now we gotta do it. No, they're not. 12 out of 20, 7 out of 20, 5 out of 20 on the graves. I wonder... Copy you. Perfect. This is the population counter up here. This is the race counter where you can bring in new people. So whenever I'm clicking on this number, it's to bring in more people. That's the population up there, 1,300. So we have 1,300 people in this base right now, fortress city. The final unlock is at 12,000 people, and according to the developer, you can have approximately about 20,000 people. So we have like 1/20th of the scale that we could have. I mean, that's the whole map, and that's about how much we have populated. And you can actually see how people die, too. Mostly cold and heat exposure from the looks of things. Two people died of old age. That's actually good. People died of age, and the rest heat exposure. Yeah. Can I hurry and turn on the water already? I'm confused. What? Although I probably do need to build more wells over here, actually, now that you mention that. Hygiene. Well. Build another well there. Lavatory's not that full. I can copy it too. What are we still waiting for in here? Some cloth? That's fine. These, we're waiting on furniture, because I'm exporting a ton of furniture, right? Let's export a bunch less furniture for a bit. Although I actually have enough money that I could actually buy a bunch of slaves now. Next time a slaver comes by, I can actually buy a couple. That's not legal here. That's ridiculous. But they shut off the water for repairs. You mean like 1 a.m. to 9 a.m.? One day 9 to 5. That's fucked up. Yeah, no, that's like, it's actually illegal for them to do that here. Doesn't feel like it? Well, I mean, I've been on for 7 hours and 17 minutes now, so. I mean, I don't know. Like I tell people, it's like, don't feel bad about watching a lot of don't feel bad about watching a lot of streams, because streams are very passive entertainment, and I just kind of give you guys all the sort of the benefit of the doubt that you're not only watching the stream, right? So if you're not only watching the stream and you're only watching chunks of the stream, or you're doing other things, or you're playing games, or you're working, or you're doing something else, it's like having that on in the background. It's not like you're doing nothing else, right? It's not the worst format of entertainment, is what I'm trying to say. So it looks like I need stone. Well, they need to go get stone. Yeah, but like when I watch Netflix, I sit down and I watch Netflix. I'm not really doing much else. I mean, sometimes I'll watch Netflix while playing Forza or something, but usually I'm just watching Netflix if I'm watching Netflix. Pretty sure you are, Aqua. Yeah, no, here they have to give us 2 weeks notice of a water shutoff, and they're not allowed to shut it off for more than 3 hours. don't really use the baths all that much. I wonder why that is. Yeah, that's crazy. Are they providing you with water? Or is this like just a, yeah, no, we're just shutting your water off. Good luck, lol. Do I really wonder? I mean, I have an idea of why they're not. It's got something to do with the fact that I have no coal, probably. Or no, I do have coal, allegedly. It's got something to do with that. It's probably because they're not bringing the coal over quick enough. So I probably need, like, make a coal maker. Let's load 100%. I mean, so there isn't enough people working there? Is that what you're suggesting? There, we'll employ more people there. I mean, everything is always red. So... But also everything is always red because of this. Oh yeah, I can actually buy some slaves. Seem expensive. Like I can buy 16 dudes for like 100,000.